What I want to discuss with you today is your finances and you. When we complicate matters of finances, you know the result. Money doesn't come to those who know how to spell it. It comes to those who know how to manage it right. So my definitions that I'm going to give you are the simplest definitions that work. So let's begin. What is finance? The simplest definition of finance is the management of money. What is money? If the management of money is a definition of finance, what then is money? Because I'm saying the management of something called money. So what is money again? I want to give you these simple definitions. Money is something generally accepted as a medium of exchange, a measure of economic value, and the means of payment. With this simple definition, therefore, learn to see money in everything. Why? Because poverty or wealth is dependent on these two simple statements. These two simple statements I just made, one on finance. I said finance is the management of money. That's statement number one. Statement number two is on what therefore is money. I said it's a means of exchange, a measure of economic value, which is very, very important, and of course a means of payment. I said learn to see money in everything. That is to say, that part I just told you, a measure of economic value, is vital. I'm saying learn to see economic value in everything. So with these two statements, you can tell where someone is on the economic bar, towards poverty or towards wealth. You're either closer to the poverty end or closer to the wealth end. So the first thing is to understand what is finance. And I said that it is the management of money. The next thing you need is an understanding of the independence of finance. You know, many people think finances are dependent on this and that and the other, so they put them on several factors. But until and unless you come to the realization of the independence of finance, your ability to manage money will be very limited. Let's begin. I want to give you three important ideas on the independence of finance. 1. Unlimited environment. The independence of finance, the first idea you must have is that you play in an unlimited environment. That's where finance is. Money is there. Unlimited environment. Now, if you think, I'm working in this office, you are limiting your environment. Can you see it? If you're thinking, my salary is such, and so because of where I work, you have a limited environment. My friends, in Christ Jesus, you have been brought into an unlimited environment. If you follow the teachings that I will be giving you on this channel, it'll be impossible to lack, to be broke, to be limited financially. Impossible, irrespective of your level. It's got nothing to do with your level. Do you remember Joseph, who was a slave in the house of Potiphar? Potiphar bought him with money. How was Joseph described? He was described as a prosperous man. Because of him, Potiphar became blessed. He made Potiphar rich. From there, he was introduced to Pharaoh. He made Pharaoh rich. In the process, he made Egypt rich, because among his brothers, he thought differently. He had a different spirit. That's amazing, remarkable. So, you are in an unlimited environment. That's number one. You're not limited by that office. You're not limited by that country. Come on, my friends. Say after me, I play in an unlimited environment. And here is what I wrote for you. Say these words. As far as my mind can reach, real or virtual, far or near. My work is global, and so are my finances. You're in that office, that small office, but in that office, your work is global. You're part of a global force. Ask those working in the United Nations. They will say they are working for the whole world. Their office is in one location somewhere. From that place, they declare that they are working for the whole world. 2. Unlimited resources. Say after me, my finances are coming from everywhere. I'm managing money everywhere. As far as my mind can see, as far as my mind can reach, both real and virtual. You see that? Real and virtual. Virtual. The real are the ones who are saying, well, I sense it, I can touch and reach. But there are virtual ones. Free your mind. You are about to make your life prosperous. I told you in the first one. I said, learn to see money in everything. Start seeing money everywhere. Unlimited resources is number 2. The second idea, you must have unlimited resources. Now, let's first understand what is a resource. What does that mean? It means any new or current quantity that can be drawn upon to produce wealth. Any quantity, new or current. That means it's been there or it's newly discovered that can be drawn upon to produce wealth. And I use the term quantity for a reason. What's quantity? Quantity just means anything that has magnitude and can be expressed in mathematical terms as a variable or a constant. So I said to produce wealth, of course, wealth can be measured, right? Wealth can be measured. And my deliberate use of the term quantity was for the purpose of also explaining wealth, because wealth can then be simply defined as any quantity that has economic utility. So when we say that you can draw upon such a quantity to produce wealth, it means that you can produce something, okay, of some magnitude with economic utility. That means it has economic use. That just explains resources, which means by this definition, it means that I can actually create resources, you see? So I come to a point where I say, oh, I have unlimited resources because I'm not limited by what those people call resources. I can create new resources by this simple definition. Wow. Extricate your mind from that cocoon so it becomes your year of innovation and productivity. Glory be to God. 3. Unlimited amplitude. This is really remarkable because when I'm thinking of unlimited amplitude, I'm thinking a latitude of amplitude. All right, when I say unlimited amplitude, I'm thinking a latitude of amplitude. That means unrestricted magnitude. Can you see that? Meaning that I am free to think big. We're thinking of copious abundance, which means I can go as big as I choose when it comes to finances. Think of it, because my environment is unlimited. My resources are unlimited. Now I can see I have a latitude of amplitude. Ample. You know what ample? Ample when you have an ample supply. Ceiling with magnitude, size, and expanse. Think of width. So with this, you understand the independence of finance. 3 ideas for the independence of finance. You suddenly arrive in a different arena of play. Let's see those who are going to enter this in the first 6 months of the year. If you are one of them, write in the comment section. I'm coming back in 6 months to share my testimonies. God bless you. If you have been blessed listening to this video, subscribe and share so that others can also be blessed.